Hey everybody, how you doing?
In between viewers.
It's Sean and my brother Adam back again for some movie time. I swear I'm gonna get other people involved in this at some point.
No, you won't.
Probably not.
There can be only one.
You're just gonna show up and kill them?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, we should make that a shtick, and every time we have a new guest, and now they're not on, I want like a bust of their head or a picture of it, and we'll put it up on a stick, and I'll have slowly build a fort of people's heads.
Anyway, so
We're making this.
we saw two movies. We'll talk about one.
Yes, we'll cut their heads off and make a fence with it. Yes, we will.
We saw two movies, and we're gonna talk about the first one we saw, which was Bumblebee.
Woo!
AKA, what happens when you have people who like Transformers make a Transformer movie.
Yes. Also, if Homer Simpson was real.
And yes, very much so, in the form of John Cena.
A very manly man.
Just for posterity's sake, this is our second time trying to record this, so if we make a joke and one of us doesn't laugh, that's why.
It's because he has no soul.
Yeah. I gotta have that money they're paying me to say good things about this movie.
They're paying you money?
Yeah, large sums. That's why we have all this bullshit behind
I
us.
figured that was a set. Also, where the fuck's my cut?
It's in the mail.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so we saw Bumblebee. This is the first time I've walked out of a Transformers movie not feeling absolute rage and hatred burning within me.
Nope. It's the first time I've walked out of one not feeling tired and exhausted and not
Yes.
really that entertained.
Yes.
All love for, Optimus Prime kicking the shit out of people on the back of a flaming, breathing T-Rex, which still gives me a man boner to this day.
That
But
is an
that
awesome
came-
scene.
It is, but it came so late after so many explosions.
It's 2 hours into a 2 hour and 45-minute movie, and it only
Right.
stays there for 5 minutes.
Right. It wasn't even 5
And then
minutes.
he kills Kelsey Grammer
Yeah, but that's okay. Kelsey Grammer was a bad guy.
after Mark Wahlberg kills a man with a football in China.
There's so much wrong with that one. But Bumblebee was freaking awesome.
Yes, there was no talk about having to spread the seed in the birthplace of creation. There was no talk about the matrix of leadership needing to be used as a weapon.
Yeah.
There were no Decepticons. Yeah.
I forgot that was a thing.
What
this
was
appropriately
in the third movie?
What was the third movie about?
Uh,
Was that The Dark of the Moon or something? Because I think that's where they had Scorponok or some shit.
Well, that was where they had Leonard Nimoy kill everybody, wasn't it?
Leonard Nimoy?
Yeah, he's like Sentinel Prime.
No.
Yeah.
God, I have to rewatch it.
You don't.
I don't.
You
but I'm
don't.
going to. You said Leonard Nimoy and a movie. You can't not have me watch that.
There's a
Okay,
few
okay,
Leonard
that's
Nimoy movies that would disagree with that.
Well,
Anyway, Bumblebee is the story. It's almost a soft reboot of the Transformers theatrical.
It's more than a soft reboot.
Well, no, it's a potential soft reboot because if this doesn't go over well, which I pray to God on high it does.
Go see it.
Please go see it.
Support this.
There's your recommendation right there. If you don't want any spoilers whatsoever,
Sorry, yeah,
go see this movie. It has a few problems.
It doesn't.
It does. It has a few problems, but it is 100% worlds better than the Michael Bay movies. But that's not a huge bridge to gulf.
I feel like
there are some shot on shitio movies that are better than the Michael Bay movies.
I think Michael Bay's original problem was that he wanted to make a gritty, realistic.
I don't think so.
Transformers.
No, the problem with Michael Bay is he peaked way too early in his movie career.
What do you mean?
Like Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2 was like when he was like top of the world.
Never saw them.
They're not bad.
But they're bad boys. They are bad.
Okay, ha 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 ha.
Well,
there. You deserve
I
that.
probably did.
But yeah, Michael Bay I think peaked way too early in his directorial career because like right after that he made Pearl Harbor.
With the sailor that couldn't swim.
The sailor that couldn't swim. And a whole host of other things wrong with that fucking movie.
That's the one thing I remember about that damn film.
Not the guy with the toothbrush that walks out in his bath towel.
Oh god, that's in like every film. I don't give a shit
And
about
Cuba
that.
Gooding Jr. blowing up zeros.
Yeah, well that was... I remember the sailor that couldn't swim.
Yeah.
Most amazing thing ever.
Yeah, that's one of those things you look at and go, damn, dude, really? Fuck.
So Bumblebee.
Bumblebee is the story of, like we said, it's the story of what happens when you hand it the Transformers franchise to somebody who actually loves the Transformers, because there's a lot of really great stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Nods to the Generation 1 Transformers in, like, the Cybertronian parts.
Yeah.
You see them the Decepticons transform into those triangular jet fighter things.
Mm-hmm. Like those. Love
that
the
was
cars
great.
that they became.
They come to Earth and they become these giant hot rods, off-roader vehicles. And they're triple changers too.
Yeah.
So they one becomes a jet, the other becomes a helicopter in the process. You get really, really great Gen 1 designs for characters like Bumblebee, Optimus Prime. You get a shot. You get a good shot. I said Cliff Jumper.
Did you?
I thought I said Cliff Jumper.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a really good shot of Cliff Jumper right before he's sliced in two, which is both wonderfully great and gritty, but it is not hyper violent.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no
again,
oil spraying out. Like,
exactly.
It's not a Samurai Jack episode.
No, or one of the Michael Bay Transformer movies where he gets this chunk blown out of his neck and he's going there, as oil spurts out of him all over the place.
Jesus.
Oh God, those movies are fucking awful.
They got really serious with those after a while.
And there's a wonderful shot. He's in the trailers where you get a good shot of Soundwave, and he's voiced by Frank Welker again. And he speaks in that abrupt, cut-off tone that he always had. There's a really good shot. I'm almost positive there's a really great shot of Megatron standing right next to him, marching towards Optimus Prime after he's just got done stomping new buttholes into Decepticons.
Which they went with the classic Optimus Prime, both
yes.
in vehicle and in real mode.
Yes.
Loved it. Loved it.
I know I say a lot that you don't need to be beholden to your original material in order to be good, but that being said, using that iconography correctly can do you worlds of good in a movie.
Because they really didn't create a different Bumblebee from previous films.
No,
they took the same character
aesthetically, he looked almost exactly the same, except he didn't have his little pee nozzle this time around. And there was no peeing on John Turturro in this movie. Another plus for Bumblebee.
They did not pay that man enough for that film.
Or the third one when he... or the second one when he was in that.
Oh, you poor man. You poor man.
I think he was in the fourth one, too, when they tried to blow up the Autobots.
You know who they did pay enough for that film?
What's that?
John Cena!
I'm not doing the rest because that hurts my throat. But yeah, John Cena's in this, and he's the military bad guy who got wronged by the Transformers at some point in his early career. When Bumblebee is fighting Blitzwing, who really, really looks like Starscream.
If by got wronged, you mean blown the fuck up?
Yeah, he got blown up. He got blown up. He's got this nasty scar that runs along his face now.
Oh, it wouldn't. No, yeah.
No. It messed up his mouth, too, and he looks like Homer Simpson now.
I'm sorry, I love you, John Cena. You're my hero.
Yeah, but yeah, he looks like Homer Simpson. Every time he was on screen, I just kept thinking, Merge! His helicopter crashes, and you were sitting there, it's like, no! If they ever bring back the little bots, we can have him strangle one. He just runs up, why you little? You know what? We made that joke last time. It is still funny this time.
I want to see him. Because
hand to God, he looks like Homer Simpson.
They picked some really weird angles that just emphasize that one part of his face.
He really looks like he has this giant section for mouth.
He has a hyper masculine face.
Yes.
And he's getting up there, so it's getting set. He has that very defined look that a lot of older guys get. And so, unfortunately, the angles they pick, it's like he looks like a Homer Simpson made real.
But yeah, he's the military guy who's trying to take down the Transformers as they come in.
Yep.
They have this really great line where he's arguing against working with them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where he's just looking at him. He's
their
like,
name's Decepticons. Does anyone see any red flags here?
Yeah, which is
God damn, this man's a genius.
Well, you work in the military, so you would know.
So Some days.
And then they bring up the perfect counter to that as well. If we don't work with them, they're going to go to Russia and the Russians will work with them because that's what the Russians do in the Cold War.
Cold War in 1988.
85, yes.
My point still stands. I don't know super well on history. I feel like that they were stretching it a little bit.
No, the Cold War ended in 1991, man.
It's just yeah.
Look it up.
I don't wanna. It's history. I'm kidding. We'll look it up. I'll learn a thing.
Who gives a crap about dumb old history? God. Why do I have to learn about the Stalin a-hole and Hitler? They're dead. Fuck them. All those founding father guys, if they were important, they'd be alive right now. Anyway.
I will say this. They had the really cool thing where the Decepticons invented the internet. But they never called it the internet, and I loved it.
No, they called it an intranet. Which, I'm 100% more okay with this because it has the Decepticons interfacing with their
it was a
equipment
hardline system.
And a hardline system throughout their base. And I'm way more okay with that than them little by little dissecting frozen parts of Megatron and creating cell phones and the internet and space shuttles and shit like that out of him.
Yeah.
Because that plotline made no fucking sense.
I think they got that plot line from the idea, like a conspiracy theory, that all new technology is based off of alien tech, which we've already been given.
Yes.
Like there's a Christ Jewish foe, and that's where we're getting all our backwards compatibility.
Suddenly turned into a Robin Williams sketch there.
Oh.
Anyway.
It's just a masculine Mickey Mouse for some reason.
They find Bumblebee by using Earth satellites to locate his signal.
They don't. He plugs his thing longer into the outlet.
I went to use the bathroom at this point because I was like, okay,
you're like, nothing's gonna happen.
I've seen this part in the trailers. It's gonna be Bumblebee hijinks in the house. I can go pee. I come back and Decepticons are working with the government. I'm just leaning to you. I was like, what the fuck happened, man?
You were actually panicked. It was amazing.
I did, a little bit.
To be fair, he missed all of 3 seconds.
Yeah.
There was Bumblebee hijinks that didn't amount to anything other than pissing off the parents.
Right.
And getting them kind of directly involved with stuff again, or for the first time.
Mm.
And then plugs into the outlet, blows up the power grid in the area. Oh, now we know where he's at.
I briefly,
which was cool.
I briefly had a moment that Brad Jones had from the last Transformers movie where he went to go pee when the sword mystical stuff was going on right before Stanley Tucci as drunken Merlin riding up to knock on the Ark and get Night Transformers to transform into a giant 3-headed dragon to aid King Arthur in fighting for the Britons.
I'm 100% sure you're making this up.
No, I am not. I am not making any of that shit up, man.
God.
He said he went to go use the bathroom. He came back. He's like, okay, I'm back. What I missed? His friend turned to him. You missed so much. And honestly, I'm kind of at a crossroads with this. Honestly, I'm not too sure whether I'm saying this movie is genuinely as great as I think it is, or is it so good by comparison? Because we have 5 movies that have really just stomped all the hope and dream out of you. And then you have this movie that I will 100% admit is, at the absolute worst, a B-plus movie.
That's fair. But that's only if you're super picky about it.
I am being super picky about it.
Well, I mean, you're not even being as picky as you normally are.
No, I had a ton of fun.
You are a Titanic bitch most of the time.
I tend to be, yes. I will not deny that.
And you actually enjoy yourself with this film.
It's a movie that
I think it's not just that
easy to lose yourself in fun with.
Yes. Yeah. It can't be in the right parts. It's serious in the right parts. I don't think I ever really got taken out of the movie until it was done. No, honestly, it's a movie where you can easily see where things are going. Yeah.
Even if you're just halfway paying attention, you can tell.
I mean, let's be fair. Original Transformers weren't exactly the works of Shakespeare.
No, which I'm not going to try and say that they were. But at the same time, like we said, this is what happens when you let a Transformers fan make a Transformers movie.
Turns out right.
It turns out very good. It turns out very good.
And you get the most amazing John Cena salute ever.
You do.
You said what was the thing?
And
Bumblebee did it from the music video.
Bumblebee.
But I don't know what it was.
He's imitating Bender from Breakfast Club.
All right, the internet's probably gonna crucify me for this, but I have never watched.
You've never seen Breakfast Club?
Never watched.
Oh man, it's a John Hughes classic. I will have to get you to watch.
Who's John Hughes?
Did you really just ask me who John Hughes was?
No, you're hearing things.
I
know who John Hughes is. He's the guy. He's the guy. The dude.
I'm about to borrow Venture Brothers here. Punch Buggy Depressing.
What the fuck?
I'll explain that.
Depressing.
Punch Buggy Depressing. That's from the self-medication.
I'm using that on you from now on. If you start doing depressing shit.
Yeah, knock yourself out. It's from the episode where Dr. Venture has to go to therapy.
Which time?
The one where you actually see him. Seasons in the one where you actually see him go to therapy with a bunch of other boy adventurers.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's the Hardy Boys knockoff.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's the older one who looks like a tennis jock. He just leans in. Punch Buggy Depressing.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this movie is a ton of fun. It's not super deep.
Doesn't have to be, though.
But yeah, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't overly complicate itself.
Fantastic fight scenes and CGI and all that.
For the most part, wonderfully laid out fight scenes. You can easily tell who the good guys are, who the bad guys are. It's easy to understand what's happening. It's not super overpopulated with characters you don't know or care about.
Yeah. And they made distinctive fighting styles for each of the characters, too.
Yes.
Like, Bumblebee had to be very much like a Jet Li sort of a person.
Yeah.
And then the other guy was, like, real kind of heavy with his swings. The girl was more agile and things.
Yes.
It was really cool.
All in all, it was super good. There are only two things that I'd really complain about. And even then, they don't bother me like they would in a normal movie, like a normal Transformers movie. The first one is the parents.
Yeah.
Who run that very, very fine line of not straying into wiki parent territory.
Yeah.
From like the first movie. Like I wouldn't even say they come close to the later movies. But I would say they run a very fine line of almost becoming as annoying as the parents from the first movie. Minus the humping dog.
Yeah, the humping dog was a little much. I think that they went the right route by keeping the family unit small.
Yes.
As far as like in number and in the movie.
Yes.
They used them just enough to be like, all right, here's some interplay with the main story. Here's the other characters. They're kind of being brought in fairly naturally.
Yeah.
And they were fun by the end of it. At first it was like, these kind of asshole people. They're just the parents. They don't get it. But then towards the end, it's
the only other thing I would say is something I would normally complain about is the friend, because you could remove him. Yeah, right. You could remove him entirely from this movie. You would probably be able to tighten a few things up. You might lose 4 to 5 minutes, but you would lose nothing in story. It would progress just as naturally, just as well. And honestly, it would not break the sexual tension between Charlie and Bumblebee at all. If Michael Bay returns to the screen, Charlie will be played by a Victoria's Secret fashion model, and she and Bumblebee will fuck.
She get row-boned.
She will be row-boned.
Hashtag row-boned. Oh god, I can't believe I said that.
Hashtag robots have sexuality.
Oh god.
Hashtag I want to fuck a robot.
I feel dirty just for saying hashtag. It's a goddamn pound sign.
Yeah, I'd like somebody to take that out of context there.
What?
Hashtag I want to fuck a robot.
You should have put that up.
There's 2019 for you.
Hey, you need to start that hashtag on your, like, whatever. Will you put hashtags on Twitter?
Hashtag I want to bone a robot.
There you go. That's it. Don't put anything else. No context. Just a link to this video.
That's how I'm going to share this video on Twitter. Is hashtag I want to bone a robot.
Right. It's hashtag I want to bone a robot. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm clicking on this. It's an hour and a half this guy talking about wanting to bone a robot?
No, you don't understand, because Bumblebee clearly has orifices, because he used one to pee on John Turturro in the first movie.
But it's not in this one.
It's not in this one. There's no peeing on John Turturro. There's no Decepticon testicles. There's no dogs humping. There's no mom getting high on one pot brownie and running around a college campus. There's no Shia LaBeouf screaming his fucking head off. There's no bro douchey Mark Wahlberg saying, "Oh, Optimus, just settle down, bro. You don't have to kill him, bro."
Is that what he really said?
Borderline.
Oh, okay. I thought that's an actual line. I want to hear that line.
Hold off, bro. Don't kill him, bro. I'm a scientist. I'm an inventor, bro. I invent things.
If you ever
there's no Mark Wahlberg busting open a beer bottle on somebody's car and slugging it back.
If you ever somehow meet Mark Wahlberg in real life, I hope he just looks at you just like, you're a fucking asshole.
Oh, he'll look at me for that for a number of reasons, all right? This will be like the least of it.
I will say the thing that shocked me, I was absolutely unprepared for, was the microwave people. Where he just freaking explodes.
One of the Decepticons has a microwave gun.
Presumably.
That's their best bet because it's never really explained.
Blow someone up gun.
He very casually just points his transformed arm at a hillbilly and he just goes, "Black!" and he explodes in a puddle from Men in Black.
Yeah. I'm glad that you saw that too.
No, yeah.
I really thought that's what it was.
It's 100% that same special effect.
It's not like off-colored or nothing. It's just like, blip. He's not now.
And he does it twice.
It was the scientist and the yokel.
Yeah.
Which, I have a question.
Okay.
The girl yokel, the female, was that Rachel from Friends?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
I really think it is.
I don't think so.
I'm looking this up right now.
Go ahead.
Because if it is, I want it on freaking camera.
You know what? You can do that because we're ending.
No.
Yes.
No.
So, long story short, definitely go see Bumblebee.
Wait. Bumble.
It's super worth it.
2018. I want to find out who this is. It's going to be on video. Cast. We're almost there. Don't cut it off yet. Don't do it.
I would recommend going to see this as a matinee.
Oh, damn you.
I think it's a really good movie, really competent. And outside of that, I leave it up to your discretion to decide whether or not it is worth seeing for you. But I would implore you to go see this because that means we will get more of this kind of movie rather than Michael Bay movies with Shia LaBeouf screaming and Mark Wahlberg being, "Whoa, dude, whoa, no, Optimus, bro."
I'd like to see him used in it a smidge.
No,
but not as like the our main character. Damn it! It doesn't show who it is.
Either way, we'll see you next time, everybody. Laters.